Hi, welcome back. In this video, I will briefly explain regarding a project that I have been testing, which is pretty much similar to this teachable machines, which is provided by Google. So if you remember this teachable machine, when you go get started, you can select image project to uh, classify images. So here we can input our images and train the model and then test the model and download the model as well, right? So I will show you a project that I have been working on to create something similar in Hugging Face using Grid.io user interface. Now, it wouldn't be like as slick or as accurate as this. However, that is something you can work on and you can play with. But here with this, of course, you can train models and get your own model, but you can't play with the code, right? However, with your own project, you can play with the code, right? So if we move on to this project that I have been working on. So I have created this kind of interface. So here we can upload the images. And importantly, for face recognition, you need uh, unidentified images as well. That means unidentified faces. Now, in order to test your face with, right? Otherwise, you have to find a lot of images of other people, right? So for that, we can use a library. So I have used this tab to create images from a library. Then another tab to train the model. So here I have used two models. I mean, you can keep on adding the models by editing the code, right? So I have used KNN or KNeighbor classifier and CNN, the convolutional neural network model. And we can test the model in this tab. So we can upload an image, or you can use the webcam to upload an image and test your model. And if the test is fine, you can download your model from here. And using this tab, you can clear out like all the data what you have entered, and you can see the data set using this tab. So like how many images that you have for each class, you can test or you can view. And at the same time, if you don't have enough images, there is an option to augment. For example, you can select the data set here, and then I mean data class there, and then select the number of images that you want in the class and click the augment button, so that like it will create more images using the images that you have provided, right? So I mean, you will learn data augmentation if you are learning AI. So I mean, we can augment as well. And even if you want to delete a class, you can just delete the class from this one as well. So these are options that I have introduced just to make it easier for you to play with data. So now if you test this one, say for example, I'll go here, click, oh sorry. Now I have already uploaded data here. So I will first delete all the data, right? So I will go here, sorry, go here, reset everything, right? And then if I go here and refresh view, now I don't have any data, right? Previously there was data here. See? No classes found in the data set. I'll go here, I'll create the label me class, go to upload and go to images, me, and I have some images of mine. So don't just think too much about this. You can upload your images, right? So it'll be a little slower because Hugging Face wouldn't allow you a huge bandwidth for free account, right? Submit, and once you submit, you will see save 12 images under me class, right? And now I will create the general class, that means undefined faces. So let's say I will use 60 images from there, like 60. Submit, and it will take a little while to create the 60 images from this library. And once it finishes creating the data, we will go to the view dataset and see if it has finished. We'll go to the view, refresh view, And I can see in me class, I have 12 images. In undefined class, unidentified classes, I have 60 images. So it is imbalanced and I don't have enough for me. So I will augment, right? So I'll go to me class and make it 60 images. So augment selected class and it will show processing. Yeah, and augmented me class of 60 images. Right now in my, if I refresh in my me class also, I have 60 images, right? So now it is a balanced data set. Uh, Now go to train. First of all, I will use the KNN model. Uh, Submit. Now it's trained. Let's go to test. Click to upload an image. Let's see. I don't know whether this will work. We'll see. Open and submit for classification, right? And yeah, it's 67% me. That's more than enough, right? And let's say we'll select another image uh, from the same class. Open, right? Submit. See, now it's identifying as me. And if I go to the webcam, yeah, so let's take the picture. So it load here, right? So the picture is taken and submit for classification. Uh-oh, now it says unidentified. So there's something wrong with the webcam, right? So let's take another picture and see. Probably the lighting is the issue, right? Because for webcams, lighting is a huge issue. So let me try to get to the middle of the screen. I will explain the issues that this has. Okay, and let's try to submit for classification. Yeah, now it's identifying it as me. All right. Okay, and I will try to upload a different image and show that it's also identifying different images as unidentified. Okay, submit for classification. Now it says unidentified, right? Okay, now, so this is the uh, uh, platform, or this is the application that I have created to train a model. And once it finishes testing, I can save, or let's say download the model, right? So here I click download. See, it will download, right? And at the same time, if I want to train a different model, let's say CNN model, I think CNN model would provide better results, right? Now I have 60 images for each, because if you are using CNN, I think it's better to use more than 50 images. I'll go here, CNN, train. Again, it will take a little while for training. Now it's trained with 120 images. Let's go to testing, and I'll test with this one back again. Oh, see, there's an issue. It's identifying as me. Why? Let's check my image from webcam. Right, submit for classification. It's identifying as me. Let's try to input a different image from, let's go here, open, submit for classification. It's identifying as me, right? But the issue is it did not identify the other image as unidentified, right? So that we have to see why. But I don't want to be like 100% accurate at this time, because what I want to show is like we can build something like this. Go to downloads. I will try to input my friend's image again and see. it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? Submit for classification. Yeah, so there's an issue here, but okay, that's fine. And then what we can do is we can download the model here. That's what I wanted to show. Right? So here still there's an issue in my code. It says KNN, but it should be CNN, right? The new model that I will try to download. Okay, so we'll go to the code, right? In my code, it's a bit longer than what we have experienced so far, right? So there's a number of imports, and so the first function is to save uploaded images. So when I load the images using the user interface, so this is the function to save, and then this is the function to load the unidentified images from the library. And then I have a function to build the CNN model, because CNN model has different layers. So this is building the CNN model using different layers. And then train the model. This is the function. And to train the KNN model, this is the function. And so this is the main function which is running in the window that we are using to train. So if I go to this train, so this one is running, sorry, in here. And then in the classification, so this is the function to pre-process. So we'll talk about that later. So pre-process, and then to save the model, this is the function. And then to reset all data, this is the function. And then to view the data set and to view the data set, yes, this is the function. And then for augmenting, I have two functions. One to check the number of images and validate the input number of images, and then to augment. Right? For augmentation, there's a function, and there's a function to delete a selected class. And these are from using the grid.io. These are the ones which does create the GUI itself, what you see, right? So this one is for uploading window. This one is for creating unidentified images. And this one is to creating the selection radio button. This one is to create the training UI. And likewise, like there are number of windows or boxes, user interfaces that is being created in this code. Right. So finally, this is the names of the, and these are the names of the tabs. So I will provide you with this code, and you can play with it and see. And most importantly, and you might have seen that like there is lack of accuracy. So there are a number of reasons. One reason is, if you can see here, this number 64, right? This 64 is the size of the image that we are generating. So the image library to create this unidentified images gives us images of size 64 by 64, right? But in teachable machines that you have seen in Google, that is using 255 to 255 or 225 to 225 size images. So that is like almost 12 times larger or 16 times larger than this image. So that gives better accuracy definitely than this model. And the other thing is, since this is smaller, all the images that is being input into the system is resized to this 64 by 64 size. And because of that, we are distorting the images, right? So in my next video, probably I will try to find a solution for this, either to resize this from 64 by 64 to 225, or use a different library here. So ultimately, what I wanted to show is we can simply create something like this teachable machines and provide more options than that, because in teachable machines we haven't seen this data augmentation, and we haven't seen a selection of models that you can train the data, right? So using this code, you can create your own models. You can add your own models to the user interface, right? So just try it and play with it and like do whatever you want and try to learn. Okay, right. So this is ultimately the user interface that we have created. Okay, thank you.